One morning, you walk into the kitchen to prepare Pandamonica's coffee, only to find that the demon is in question is already up and standing by the coffee maker. Very interesting. As the little machine sputters and spits, the bleary-eyed demon looks over at you. You can tell from her droopy gaze that she's barely registered your presence. It's painfully obvious just how much this poor sleep schedule of hers is taking its toll. Why is she still working? They're not in hell anymore. Without bothering to greet you, Pandamonica returns her attention to the coffee machine. Sorry guys, I didn't bother to greet you either. Heyo, my name is Jeezy Weez. Welcome back to some more Helltaker, aka Second Circle. We are on the Pandamonica date this time. We're just gonna keep on going with this. From the sounds of things, she hasn't put nearly enough water in to make a full brew. Good morning? Oh. Morning. Against your better judgment, you approach the sleepy demon and peer over her shoulder. The jug of coffee that she's attempting to make is not even a quarter of the way full, and the machine itself has come to an almost complete stop. I was just about to make coffee for everyone. I didn't expect you to be up so early. The demon scoffs. Early? Ha, I've been up all night. I see. You know, Pandamonica, I really think you should... If the next words out of your mouth are, get some sleep, I'm going to break your fingers. You decide it is wise to hold your tongue. What kind of coffee did you put in there anyway? Pandamonica shrugs. Just some store-bought junk we had in the cabinet, why? As you ponder the situation, you are reminded of the coffee grinder that your father sent to you not too long ago. You'd been waiting for the perfect moment to break it out as a surprise, and perhaps now is that moment. The thought drives you to the cabinet on the other side of the kitchen. There, you keep most of your lesser-used appliances. Oh. It takes you a moment of digging around past tabletop grills, blenders, and hand mixers before you retrieve the object of your quest. Pandamonica, whose attention has come away from the coffee maker, is only to see what all the ruckus is about, watches you as you set the grinder on the counter. What do you think you're doing? Ta-da! And just what in the devil is that? You'll see. From the pantry, you retrieve a bag of roasted coffee beans. These you measure out and pour into the grinder before setting to work crushing them down by hand. In no time, the sweet, deep aroma of freshly ground coffee fills the kitchen. Whatever it is you're doing there, don't stop, because it smells astounding. After a moment, you finish grinding up the beans and turn your attention to the coffee maker itself. You dump the old grounds into the trash and wash the jug out in the sink. With a fresh filter installed, you empty the fruits of your labor into the machine, and using the appropriate amount of water this time, start up a fresh brew. At first, it seems like Pandamonica is ready to gouge your eyes out for tossing her coffee, but as soon as the rich liquid begins to flow, her rage subsides. She approaches the counter and watches for a moment as the jug slowly fills with coffee. What did you do? This scent, it reminds me of that coffee shop on the corner? Why, yes, that's it. When I was a kid, my dad would grind his own coffee. One of my fondest memories from then is how I'd get to wake up to the smell of filling the house every morning. So the other day, I decided to pick up a bag of beans from that place on the corner. I know how much you like their coffee, so I thought I'd bring them home to you. Unfortunately, I didn't know exactly which flavor you like, so I just got you the basic stuff. I hope you enjoy it. That was unnecessary of you to do, but I do appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that. If you'd like, we can go there together sometime and you can show me some of your favorite flavors. I'm sure it would be nice to have those around the house. Yes, that would be nice. Very well. I'll take you up on your offer. It's a date then. That afternoon, you and Pandamonica decide to skip dinner in favor of your date, much to the chagrin of Lucifer, who complained loudly that no one ever sticks around when it's her turn to cook dinner. Well, Lacey, it'll be okay. Knowing better than to argue, you grab your coats and smile and nod on your way out the door. Keys in hand, you ponder the distance to the coffee shop. It isn't far, so walking is certainly not out of the question. Hey, Pandamonica? We could drive there, but what do you say we walk instead? It is a bit of a brisk day for a walk, perhaps. But yes, I think that sounds good. She's exhausted and I'm gonna make her walk. Obviously, why would I ever drive anywhere? Cars are for weebs. No, wrong. Cars are for lazy people. The demon leads the way, and the two of you head down the street in relative silence. It is a quiet day, filled with only the sounds of your footsteps and the occasional passing vehicle. You arrive at the coffee shop just as the sun starts to set over the horizon, a slight orange tinge painting the sky. A tiny bell chimes to herald your entrance. You are assailed by the familiar, deep, rich smells of freshly ground coffee, and there is a hushed murmur emanating from the smattering of patrons dotted throughout the shop. An old man behind the counter looks up at you. At the sight of Pannamonica, he beams. Oh, there she is, my favorite customer. Oh, that's cute. Good evening, Hank. How are ya? I am well, my dear. Very well. What can I get for you today? I'll take the usual. Coming right up. And how about yourself, sir? A coffee, please. Black. Aha, a simple fellow. I like that. You two find a seat and make yourselves at home. I'll bring your drinks over when they're ready. You and Pannamonica scan the room for a place to sit. How about over there? The demoness gestures to a booth at the roast coffee display. You nod and Pannamonica leads the way through the maze of tightly packed tables and booths. That's cute. Just as you take your seats, the old man arrives and sets your drinks in front of you. Enjoy. You thank the man and sip from your coffees. After a few moments of idle chit-chat, you turn your attention toward the nearby display. So, if you had to pick out, which ones out of that group are your favorites? Pannamonica eyes the bags, reading each label in turn. Well, I must admit I'm quite partial to the darker roasts. For me, anything with a deep, rich flavor is a win, really. But if you're looking for specifics, I quite like that dark chocolate hazelnut there. I see. So you're a fan of chocolate-flavored coffees. But of course, who doesn't like chocolate? Fair point. How about that one right there? Toasted almond. Yes, I do think that would be a good choice as well. I like a good nutty flavor. The demon grins at you as she sips her drink. Her tail flicks to and fro behind her, and you notice that her horns have nearly doubled in size. Interesting. You chuckle nervously. Wait, they grew really fast? Is that what I'm seeing? You are quick to bring the conversation back to the coffee display, and the two of you spend the next half hour discussing the various roasts until your own cups run dry. You ponder fetching a refill for you both, but just then you notice Pannamonica acting strangely. Did your horns just unravel? Though imperceptible at first, you can clearly see that the demon is wincing, much in the same way one might if they heard a loud noise. But unless you have suddenly become hard of hearing, the shop around you is nearly silent. By now, everyone has gone home, leaving just yourselves and Hank, who is humming to himself as he wipes down some tables across the room. You think it's strange that such a noise would irritate the demon, but when you turn to look at her once again, her expression is weary and she's rubbing her temples. Shall we call it a day? Pannamonica doesn't respond. Pannamonica? Oh, yes. Yeah. I think that'll be good. Thank you. You gather up your things and don your jackets. On your way out the door, you grab a few bags of the coffee and pay for them at the counter. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you both again soon. You depart with several bags of various roasted coffee dangling from your arm. For the entire walk back, neither of you say a word. Pannamonica looks as miserable and exhausted as ever, which leaves you wondering if she even enjoyed herself tonight. Aww. But as you arrive at the front door, the demon stops and tugs on your sleeve. Hey? I feel I must thank you again for today. What you did this morning was very kind, and this evening I got to enjoy a bit of peace and quiet, which is a rare occurrence. Her horns are tiny now, you see that? What the heck? You got some secrets, Pannamonica. I hope we can do something like this again, maybe, sometime maybe. I really think I needed it, and I'm sorry for the way I acted at the end there. You start to question Pannamonica about her strange behavior, but before you can even form the words, she hurries off into the house. Though you attempt to follow, all you manage to catch is a glimpse of her disappearing into her room and the door shutting neatly behind her. You are left wondering what you should do next. What I should do next? Well, what I should do next is something that you guys are going to have to figure out in the next episode, because you're going to have to go watch the next episode. That'll be coming out very, very, very soon. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. and keep enjoying these episodes. Santa Monica was super fun to take out. Coffee is very strange. Coffee date, classy though. Very classy. So if you would like to see any more classy dates, make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to follow for more make sure to keep yourself up to date by subscribing to the channel and ringing the bell notification system, whatever that is, so that you can see when I'm taking Lucifer or Azazel on their dates. So everyone, make sure that you're ready for the next episode, and I'll catch you then. Peace!